What's going on, Team MG? We are with you today with the Foal series. A lot of you guys have been asking for more foal work, so we're here with Dashi. Dashi is Blondie's baby. Blondie is my sister's barrel racing horse. So this is a quarter horse filly, a futurity filly, and we are going to look to get her a little halter broke. She's already a little friendly where she wants to come around, hang out, things like that. So I have my baby MG halter here. I'm going to go around her neck. I always like to start there and work my way forward. There we go. So she might booger off when we start touching her in the face. If she does, we just follow her backwards. Real gentle and quiet like that. The biggest secret to foal work is that it's the same thing. Just treat them as the adult horse that you want to work with. So if an adult horse had never been haltered and didn't want to do these things, the same techniques we would use for them, we're going to use for this filly. Make sure our mare is okay. If you have a fussy mare, if you have a mare that's being mared, make sure you tie her up. Blondie's pretty cool with things, so I don't think we'll have too much issue. If that changes, I'll tie her up so I can work the filly. But what I'm going to look to do, what's the first thing that we always look to do? Take their face and move their butt. As she moves around here, we really, there we go. We're just looking for her to give her face and move her butt. What we don't want to have happen is her flip over. So we're being patient and gentle here. Good girl. That's a good girl. Look how it's the exact same thing. The only difference is it's a baby. Right here, there we go. Just looking for her to disengage a little bit. Keeping my hand nice and low. That's it. Good girl. So the only thing that we do a little bit better on these babies is we give them a little bit quicker release, because they're more likely to fall down. And we're not trying to have that happen. We want her to have a positive experience. Good girl. Every time she looks our way, we're going to release her and release. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good Dashi. Good girl. Good girl. Every time she faces up, we're giving her that release. Very quickly, she's going to want to face up. There we go. Give her scratches. She already likes to be petted and touched. Now we're just getting her to give to pressure that she's never been asked to give to yet. It's a cute little filly. She has that heart-shaped butt, that big old booty that has a line right down the middle. She's going to be fast. Dashi is an appropriate name, I would say. So again, I'm just walking off, looking for her to face and release. See if she'll follow with her feet. And release. Good girl. Look how we moved her front end. Do the same thing again. Nice and low. Wait, 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 wait. And release. Good girl. And I just want her to think wherever I go, that's where she wants to go. That's it. So look how everything's down and low. Good girl. Her mother dances around, gets in our way. It's just part of it. There we go. And look how I'm trying to keep her being low. So she doesn't want to rear up. Push her butt over. So just as if you're riding a cold start, now I'm starting to put a little pressure on her face and reach back here and push on her butt at the same time. Be aware, treat them just like a horse, because foals kick and bite the exact same way, and it doesn't feel awesome. So right here, I'm just leaving that rope. Putting a little pressure here, looking for her to move forward. Good girl. That's it. That's it. So everything for her first session is just the same thing that we do in horsemanship, the same thing we do in the respect series. Control the head, control the horse. If we can teach her in this session just to give her face and move her butt. Leading will come very shortly after that. A lot of people try to put a halter on a horse, on a foal, or any horse that's never been haltered, and try to lead them right away. It doesn't make sense to the horse, because when you pull on them, their first instinct is to pull against them. If you push on somebody and hold that pressure, they just want to lean against it. It's the same thing that happens whenever you try to lead them in a straight line. So before we do that, we want to see that we can move her left and right, pull her face, and move her butt. The more of that we can do, the better we're going to do with her. There we go, stepping right in behind her butt. Notice I'm giving to her at the top there, and I have my hand right back on her, and second her feet touch the ground. There we go. That's it. And notice we're doing this work right in her stall. You know, you can tell it's my sister's horse, they have the sweep. They have a double stall. Same thing here. Wait for it, wait for it. Good girl. That's it. That's it. Alright, push her butt around. Touch her face. Good girl. Look how she leaned into that. Very nice work. Come right back again. Put a little pressure on her butt. The same thing if we were trying to get a horse to move under saddle for the first time and didn't want to move, it would be about, hey, can we move their face? Can we move their butt? Notice for those rearing things, anything like that, she has to have her feet locked out. So every time that she sprawls and tries to lock up her back feet, if we can get those back feet crossing, she won't be able to rear. She won't be able to get fussy. So the softer we can get her giving her rear end, the better it's going to be. Good girl. I want her to think anytime I come to her butt, she should want to bring me her face. Just like in horsemanship, just like in liberty. And she's small enough that I don't have to pop on her. I can just push on her. There we go. Now she's getting an idea. So much better. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Same thing to this side. There we go. And the reason I like pushing and putting that physical pressure versus popping is because the foals can get a little bit overreactive and overstimulated by it. So if I can just reach out, put a hand on her, and just shift her weight a little bit, that's going to make things happen a lot quieter and easier. There we go. Look how I let her figure it out in her face. And I just move her butt. You guys have seen me do this colt starting so much that when a horse is too fussy about their face, we'll turn and bring a crop to their butt, and then they won't worry about their face. So that's exactly what's happening here. If I was doing all the contact in her face here, she would be real fussy about that halter for the first time. But since, there we go, good girl. That's a smart girl. Now I just want to pet her and desensitize her a little bit. Good girl. That's a good girl. She did good with that. Enough that we can move her butt and she's desensitized. We can touch her and disengage her. She's already wanting to face up. So just like that, that'll be the end of her session. We'll take that halter off, not let her run away just quite yet. Pet her to end on a good note, then release her. Thank you, honey. All right, go back and have your morning milk. Thank you guys so much for watching. So that's as simple and easy as we can. If you keep watching this series, that was just day one of her having a halter on her face, us starting to control her face and move her butt. The quieter and easier that can happen, the quicker the leading of a baby is going to happen. we know if they can't lock up their back end, they can't lock up on us. So as long as we can move their face and their butt, we'll be able to get her to move. The same way we started her basically leading in a circle, where she was looking at me, looking at me, looking at me, very quickly that's going to breed over to walking in a straight line. Every time she gets stuck, we'll just start walking her in a circle. Whenever she is willing to go forward, we'll walk off in a straight line. That's going to be easier for her. Very quickly over the next couple videos, you'll see how finished she'll be able to get with the halter on. Thank you guys so much. That's our Foal series.